If you're going to come from the government of the United States with a serious message about getting healthy, that was like watching a Saturday Night Live skit or a fake commercial on some comedy show. It was almost like a joke, and so it was, and that's done with tax dollars, Wendy. That's done with tax dollars, So it's like, what are we doing? All right, so hello.
Hi, everybody.
Here we are again. Welcome back to Grandma's Not Right. Because we're not. And today we have a special treat. A special treat.
Don't build it up too much, man.
It's good. How's your throat? How do you feel?
It's better. I'm just, it was one of those things that I thought for sure, oh, here we go. And I just said, I'm not going to band practice because it's just going to make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, nope, going to sleep in. So I slept in.
Good.
Like a teenager.
Good. So you feel better?
Yeah, no, I feel a little bit better. I took the dog for a walk, so,
yeah.
It's funny, like if I have a certain level of coldness, shall I say, certain degrees. Like if it's below 50, it's pushing it that I'm breathing cold air in.
Mm-hmm.
I can't walk too fast because that's what does it almost every time is our cold, dry air that we have out here. And
right.
So, yeah, I'm learning and taking the inhaler when I need it. If I would have done that years ago, man, I think I would have saved myself a lot. But I didn't know you could use it for bronchitis. Like, no doctor ever said, hey, you have asthma.
Yeah.
So whatever. So how about you? How was your week?
It was pretty good. Just getting housework done that I, when I was sick, I didn't do much. So I'm trying to catch up on all that, of course. And clean out the guest room and make it back into my office. So we did some of that today. That's where I am. But
yeah. It's like it's a pain, like you're relieved that the situation has changed, that you're able to do that, but you're like, God dang it, if I have to clean out this room for another house guest one more time.
No, it's not that. It's that in this situation, it was a person that didn't really clean up after themselves. So it was a nightmare. So I'm not, it's not done, but it's good enough that I can sit in here and not feel creepy. Because that was one dirty person.
So that's so sad. What was the total time frame of that?
About 18 months, 16, almost 2 years. It was 18 months, I think, almost 2 years.
Yeah, because I was thinking it didn't seem like a year, but
it was, because, Anyway, so that chapter's closed, and now I have my office back for now, and that's cool. Can rearrange my house and kind of get things back in order. So that's what I've been doing. So what we're going to do today is we're going to do a reaction video to something that was recently posted. And Wendy she's seen a clip or a photo of it or like an image of it and heard about it, but she hasn't seen like the whole thing. So I want to see her reaction and her take on it and her commentary afterward, and then we're going to go check out some of the comments made on the particular video and see what other people think. So it'll be interesting. Now, I want to preface this with we have no problem with the content of this video. We have no problem with the message being sent as far as, we kind of do. It's what I want to say is we believe in the message that it was meant to convey, that it's trying to convey, but it's really been put out in a...
It sounds like the delivery is all wrong.
It is all wrong.
According to our philosophies on the
Right,
subject.
right. And we'll talk more about why, and we'll make some comparisons to some previous videos that have the same intent or message,
Okay, yeah.
but are done in a whole different way. And then we'll talk about why the two are so different and who their audience is meant for, or who they're meant to send to. All right, got it? Okay, so here we go. All right, I'm gonna give this a try. So I might lose you. All right, are you ready? Here goes.
Yeah. Can't hear it though.
It's because I have my microphone plugged in, but it's playing like rock music, crazy rock music.
All right. Is it playing Kid Rock's music?
No, it's just some rock, like
okay,
high energy kind of music.
Flames. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, look at him craning his neck. You shouldn't even pull on your head like that. Oh, and that's awkward. Look at him lifting his hips.
I know.
Ew, no, the jeans. I can't with the jeans. No, ew. And he's wearing flip-flops?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Yeah.
What? Why?
I don't know.
What are they trying to convey here? Real work? Ew, where's Kid? It's like a porno. Where's Kid? Like that?
Oh.
Hey, man. Come on. Let's go to the bedroom. Oh, no, they're going to play pickleball. And I don't know if there's lightning and there's flames. Ooh, AC/DC. I bet they'd love that.
And they end it toasting with
In a
whole milk.
First of all, I mean, I don't think everybody made fun of it.
This was actually a video that came out. It was posted as a Health and Human Services like message of being healthy and fit and drinking whole milk.
No. You're telling me that this was an official like a PSA? Like a PSA? I'm gonna look on my phone real quick because I could swear that's what but I want to make sure before I. Okay.
So
well,
go ahead and keep talking about it.
I will keep talking about it. Besides the fact that if it's a PSA, obviously that's 10 worse. But just the fact that they posted, like, how do you not see that it looks like some kind of weird porno stuff?
It does. It's I don't know who put it together and why.
Oh my gosh! But I'll tell you, I haven't seen the whole thing. Like I said, I was listening to it when I get ready in the morning. I listen to the monologues on YouTube. I just listen, and if something sounds like it's super funny, I'll take a peek at it.
Right.
But I don't have time to watch it, right? So I had forgotten about it until you mentioned it, and I said, well, I'm not going to watch the whole thing yet. But I think I had seen just them, like a little bit of weightlifting, and then I saw them walking around. That's as far as I got. But I did look up, because something popped up on my TikTok or Instagram about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the video, but I wanted to go directly to the comments. So I screenshot a bunch of funny comments, and I'm like, okay, now I know what the comments are about, so I'm going to have to read the comments.
Okay, so I looked it up,
Oh my God.
and this is actually, the video is actually on the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services YouTube site.
No.
So yeah, it was an official thing put out. Okay.
Oh my God.
So let's unpack this, shall we? Do you want to read the comments now, or do you want to unpack it first?
Yeah, let me pull up the comments.
Okay.
Let me see. Okay, I can see you. All right. So I think this looks like it was on Instagram. So someone said, well, I wasn't expecting vaginal dryness tonight, but here we are.
Wow.
This one says, I got crabs watching this.
Oh.
Kid Rock shaped like a used toothpaste tube. This one says, I miss the person I was before I watched this. And then the next one, if herpes were people. And I'm a Friends fan, so they had a meme about when Phoebe I think Phoebe and Rachel are looking through the window and they see Chandler and Monica making out for the first time, and Phoebe goes, "Okay." So someone put that little meme up. It was hilarious. This was pretty funny. I like it. I'm white, but I'm not this white.
Oh.
And then it was so much better in their heads.
Right?
I think this might be. Oh no. Okay, this one says, "I need penicillin after watching this." And then I don't know if you. I don't know about this show, but I keep hearing it pop up. It's called Heated Rivalry, and I think it's. I want to say it's about a sporting thing, like a tennis or something. Like it's hockey, tennis. It's a sport thing, but I think it's about gay men or it's like a gay show. I think. So it's been, I just hear the jokes, but I haven't investigated. So they keep talking about heated rivalry. So this one says, "What in the Timu heated rivalry hell is going on?" Barf. And then the sad thing is they think they are cool. Laugh my ass off. Kid chicken legs, the alcoholic stomach bloat is wild. And that's all I had. That's all I had.
Yeah, I enjoyed a few of the comments that I saw. And of course, the one that's been around for a long time that everybody says about similar types of videos that we're exposed to or images we're exposed to as women. Someone said, "Ew, my vagina just shut down with the sound of the Windows shutdown noise," or whatever. I mean, that's been going around for a while. But I start thinking of things too. I'm like, oh wow, that my beaver just built a huge dam. Or you hear that snapping sound? That's my clamshell shutting. Or I mean, we could go on and just make up so many. And then I saw this comment from someone. They said, "This is so sad. Why are you all making fun of them? I think it's a great message." I'm like,
wait. Okay, no, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I want to kind of unpack the whole thing and explain why. Well, there's so many reasons why this is hilarious and disturbing and frustrating all at once.
Again, let's reiterate, it's not about it being political. Yes, we are lefty liberals. Yes, we don't like them on principle alone. Okay, give us that. That's fine. But I want to unpack this coming from a person that's been in the health, especially with children, the health profession for coming up on 40 years. And that's what I want to unpack is that and the why, the whys. I want to talk about the why. Is that necessary or that or that or that or that or that? So many things.
I want to start with the big obvious thing, which is it's who do you think the audience would be? Who is this aimed at?
Oh, we know what they think they're aiming at. Yeah.
Who is supposed to pay attention and go, "Wow, I want to be just like them,"
I'm sorry. I if you think that video is really cool and you enjoy it, I mean, to each his own, but I don't understand it. Like, if someone really likes that and they think it's great, I don't see what you see, and I don't. Okay, here's the thing. I wouldn't want to see. I'm trying to think of somebody. I can't even offhand think of two people I'd want to see doing that and think, yeah, this is cool, man. Like, if I knew a lefty liberal celebrity that I followed, like Mark Ruffalo, he's a good-looking dude, but or I don't know, somebody that's an advocate that's cut, whatever. I still don't want to see them in jeans, and they're the same age I am, with their wrinkly six-pack, and then getting in a sauna and drinking milk, and I don't care. I wouldn't want them doing it either. You know what I'm saying?
Here's my thing. Regardless of their body type, I mean, for his age, Kennedy is very fit.
I know.
So,
I know. I shouldn't be.
But
that
that's
way.
okay.
I don't want to look at my body or anybody's body. Sorry.
I think the thing that gets me is that It reminds me of, like, remember all of the video of Putin riding the horse without a shirt, or doing other sport kind of things without a shirt. Like, I'm like,
his body was good looking, but it
yeah,
was
but
still,
but
why?
that's the thing. It's why is that necessary? What happened to just professionally getting up in front of a camera and say, hey, kids, I want to remind you that, here are the food groups. Here's what you want to try to stay fit and healthy for your brain and your body and longevity. Do this.
It always seems like our food pyramid shit is targeted towards kids because that's where it starts.
Right.
If you're trying to target our age group,
Yes.
that ship has sailed, motherfucker. Right. That ship has sailed.
Not only that, but women are going to be like, ew. So they're certainly not going to pay attention to it, other than to laugh at it.
I was making jokes about the whole body image. I should not make fun of bodies, body shaming. Okay, I will accept that. If anybody complains, they see this video. You're right. I shouldn't have done that. But it's the genes for me. If he wanted to wear workout clothes,
sure,
be like your fitness in a workout clothes. I'm gonna tell you what. I used to work out at a gym locally, and it was kind of a musclehead gym, and it wasn't a chain. It was a mom and pop gym, and a guy used to come in all the time wearing not just jeans, but he had his keys in his pocket, his wallet, and I could sit here and go, oh, he looked like a biker type. I don't know. He had the beard and the whole bit, and he'd be in his jeans, and I think boots or whatever. That bothered me because as a fitness person, I'm sorry. I'm like, there's clothes for working out, there's clothes for work, and there's clothes for play. I'm a weirdo. Like, you can wear a muumuu. You can wear a muumuu without a bra and clean the house all day. And I'm like, no, if I'm going to work in the house, I have to have my work clothes on because I'm a weirdo that way. Okay, that's my problem. But to work out in a gym,
I'm the muumuu lady.
That's what I'm saying. You can
and barefoot.
I can't. That's what I was talking.
No, I know.
What do you think I was talking about? I was talking about you. No offense, but you got a smaller chest than I do. I got fat boobs. They're not boobs I was born with. They're boobs I ate my way to.
Yeah, that's the first place I lost weight.
So I can't go without, man. They feel like they're hanging too low. Well, we don't need to get into that. But to work out,
well, and it's
your chain wallet
right.
and your keys and
I
don't know. That's just me.
Even beyond that, it's why are you going without a shirt as if that's necessary to show you without a shirt?
And then why did they have to show Kid Rock taking his shirt off?
Yeah,
that was the thing. Like then,
oh boy, so
at least he should look like. If you're gonna take that shirt off, you should at least look like RFK Jr. Like, yeah, he's the old dude. He's fat. I will give him that. The dude's fucking ripped. I will.
He's in good shape.
Yeah. RFK Jr. There's in shape and there's in shape. So yeah, I'm sure that he's in shape. I don't know what his labs are, but I'm sure they're probably pretty good. But why is Kid Rock in there? He clearly doesn't work out. If he works out, I am shocked.
Well, regardless, the whole theme of the video, set aside how they were dressed or whatever, the whole theme of the video was geared toward, like,
healthy habits.
Well, no, it was geared to, I mean, the lightning, the fire, the music. I know that we didn't get to hear the music because you couldn't hear it, but the all of that and the heavy rock music, and it was like this macho display of look at me, I'm strong, and we're gonna rule the world. It was that whole dominating male thing that they do, right?
Yeah.
Which what they don't seem to realize is that most women are absolutely turned off by that. When you try too hard to look like a big macho man, it is laughable.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not because I think I'm invisible to people. People don't look at me, so I'm not saying I'm anything to look at. But what I'm saying is, if I'm going to be motivated to change my life, my health habits, that would not do it.
Well, but that's the whole thing is like we joke about the whole vagina closing and all that. Someone had mentioned also something about being in a desert and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like you said, we're not talking about being turned off sexually. We're talking about being turned off of whatever the messages you're trying to convey about
Exactly.
Health and healthy eating, exercise.
Exactly.
The only thing they showed about food was the whole milk. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
What? Whole milk is not. Sorry, some people are lactose intolerant, dude.
Not everybody
it's not
can.
About hippie,
Right.
It's not about hippie vegans. That some people can't digest milk.
Right.
You understand? Does that make you less American because you can't eat or drink whole milk?
Right.
Because you're lactose intolerant, you some pussy ass bitch. Now this isn't for you. This is for all the milk drinkers out there.
Right.
Who can tolerate milk.
Because if you do that, kids, you'll look just like me.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to say, I have always detested Kid Rock. From the beginning, I could not stand that man.
I liked the music when it came out, but then when I saw it in interviews, I'm like...
I didn't even like the music.
It's like total WT, man.
But of course, I'm from the 70s rock era, so that music to me was regardless of the music, it was just him. It was the same as like Axl Rose. Turn off to me.
Yeah.
It's just that slimy look at me kind of person, Ted Nugent, ew.
Okay. Again, I hate to judge people on looks alone, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't like anyone who reminds me of people that I grew up with in this town that look like white trash, meth head kind of guys.
Yes.
They're just, or any kind of drug, not even meth heads. I see them and that's what I think.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's what I think when I see people like that, and it's a turn off. I'm not attracted to that type of person. I mean, I'm not into big muscle heads either. Like, John Cena's a good-looking guy. Jason Momoa's a good-looking guy. All these people who are super cut. We used to think Arnold Schwarzenegger was good-looking until we found out from a friend of ours.
What he was really like.
One of our friends that actually did a movie with him and told us he was cheating on his wife back in the day before it was a scandal. So, I'm not really into that either. Just a normal... guy, I like arms. I don't want him to be too big or too skinny, or I guess everybody's got a type. But guess what? At the end of the day, someone treats me with respect.
But
I don't care what you look like. I don't care.
I think that beyond that, I mean, we could go on and on about how ridiculous they know, because you're
a bitch for judging people on their physicality.
I'm moving the same direction as you because it was disturbing because just not my type of man, first of all.
Yeah.
But set all that aside, my point is, if you're going to come from the government of the United States with a serious message about getting healthy, that was like watching a Saturday Night Live skit or a fake commercial on some comedy show. It was almost like a joke, and so it was, and that's done with tax dollars. Wendy, that's done with tax dollars,
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing?
And again, just a simple thing like, what does getting submerged in a tub of water wearing jeans have to do? Why was that necessary?
Yeah.
What does the flames and the lightning have to do with it?
And ripping off your shirt and sitting in a hot tub drinking milk. It's like...
By the way, to me, the approach would have been, this is what the approach should have been. It should have been, you guys want to do that, wear normal clothes. You can still do your rock music. You want to put your effects in it, whatever. Go to an actual gym, because you're kind of promoting that everybody just has hot tubs in their house and gyms and whatever. Again, who is that catering to?
Right.
The rich people? What about people who can't afford it? Could you maybe show something a little bit more modest, like little hand weights you have in your home? That's the thing. It's like there's no.
Yeah.
It's all about look at me, look where I live. It's like, are we touring your home?
Right.
Is this your basement?
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking.
Is this your little mountain cabin getaway?
Yeah. Right.
Somewhere like that's what it made me feel like. You're again catering to this high level up here of humanity,
right.
not thinking, because they don't give a shit. They don't care about the middleman
Exactly.
or the lower class. They don't care.
Right. Right.
And they think they look cool. Well, yeah, you look cool to your cronies if they all like that. And again, anybody watching this who likes that, hey, good on you. I don't understand it. I don't get it. But that's cool. But for our tax dollars to go to something like that,
yeah,
it's ridiculous. And meanwhile, which I know you'll probably have a counter to this if I know you. That meanwhile, Michelle Obama was terrible for suggesting we eat fucking vegetables
right.
and drop all the soda and shit.
Right.
Why? Because who knows? They probably have they have to keep Coca-Cola happy. They got to keep the dairy people happy and the meat people happy. And,
exactly.
And all of this. So, maybe they need to keep the jeans people happy. I don't know. Maybe he's got a thing with the jeans company.
Maybe there was a bunch of hidden sponsorship kind of things in there, But if you think about even just with diabetes, for example, you've got one camp that says if you go all vegetarian, you can absolutely reverse your diabetes. You have to make sure you get an ample amount of protein in there and fat, but you could do it very easily. Well, another side says, keto and lots of meat and cut all your starch out, cut all those bad carbs out. So you've got two camps going, right? Well, I want to say that I've tried both, and what ended up working for me really was just eating normally, cutting my portions down, and staying away from sugar. And to this day, and that made me lose weight, but to this day, I want to say in reversal, although medication plays a part in that. The reason I bring that up is they're pushing things in this video that are just in a box, and they're not educational at all. There's nothing educational in that video. Right. Nothing just showing valuable.
Two over-the-hill guys.
Over-the-hill white men, working out together in some posh personal spa. It's like, what is that for us? It gives us nothing.
And I'm sorry, but the drinking of the whole milk is almost like I said before, it's like a fuck you to everybody. Like, we're drinking whole milk. You guys said we should drink whole milk. Well, first of all, no one said we should drink whole milk. Yes, there's vegans out there who don't want you to drink any milk. I get it. But it's almost like they're so, we're anti-woke. Not drinking milk is woke. And again, it's not just about that. I stopped drinking milk because I have some lactose issues. I'm not officially lactose intolerant, but I noticed that I have problems with whole milk. So I went to almond milk. That doesn't mean that I'm, saying, oh my God, nobody should drink it. Everybody's terrible. But that's what they hear.
Yeah.
People, it's wild. It's almost like, again, I don't want to get all into something else, but to me it's the same thing when someone sees someone that speaks Spanish and then it irritates them that they're speaking Spanish because this is America. Right. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? There's people that speak French and German and all other kinds of languages, but they're triggered by the Spanish. It's the same when, you drink almond milk, and they roll their eyes at you like you're some kind of hippie liberal. I'm like, I'm lactose intolerant.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
lactate. Why does he drink lactate?
I just remembered why I brought up the diabetes thing, because you had said something about the money in the corporations, and the reason I brought that up actually was because I was thinking about how when more vegetables were being pushed and less whole milk, in your diet and so on and so forth were being pushed, the dairy farmers were really upset because that, cut their meat profit down and their milk profit down, right? So I feel like the same thing happened with diabetes, is that you had the forks over knives people, and then you had the eat beef people, and both were saying that the other was wrong, and then you find out that there are some deep pockets in the government
Oh, yeah.
that are being fed
We all
by
know that. Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah.
So we don't even know the truth anymore. We just have to do what's right for our own bodies, you know?
Yeah, and that's what I want to say is that someone's so adamant about, you know, being over the top anti woke with the milk, like you said, it seems like it's more than just that. That it's not about the hippies, it's about money. So
Oh
that
yeah.
makes sense
Oh
too.
yeah. It's about
All right.
the corporate, control that they have on all our food. And people, oh, that sounds like such a stupid conspiracy. No, it's not. It's not. Not when you follow the money.
Follow the
It's
money.
follow the money. That's right. Um, so
All right.
yeah, I have another something else that I want to bring up to for you to react to,
Okay.
and we're gonna do that in just a minute. Yeah. 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 Okay. Right. Right. I know, right? Hmm. So, all right, that's enough for that because there's the contrast. So, it's not that right. Well, and it's not necessarily that Michelle Obama said anything better or had better information or whatever. It's her delivery. She showed kids and family, showed her own family, talked about her own family's shortcomings, relatable to moms like us, relatable to most people, and then showed kids having fun in sports. It was motivational to families versus the one we watched before. Who is that for? There's two different target audiences there to me. Didn't they there was I think some kind of a mandate to um for low fat milk in schools instead of whole milk. And that was a huge controversy and everybody was upset about that. But I don't want to get into the debate about that or to, but we're not saying anything bad about milk. I'm just saying, part of the obesity problem was feeding rich whole milk to kids long past the time that they should be and more milk than they should be drinking. It's cow's milk, you know. Yeah. And the milk was filled with all kinds of hormones and chemicals and this and that. So there's a lot more to that than what they're talking about. We're spending tax money on this ridiculous display of macho manhood with no information in it really. And where is the government in helping to beef up the nutrition programs in school? Oh, I'm sorry, they're taking those away. Okay, so fine, is it up to the families to feed their kids and make sure they have lunch and breakfast and so on? Yes, of course it is. But you've got kids that are living in poverty or in situations where they're not able to get the nutrition they need. And we had that solved. Thanks to Michelle Obama, the school lunch program and breakfast program became such a success. And for anyone out there that, I don't want my taxes to pay for somebody else's kids' breakfast and lunch, really? You know, for the people who are all about saving children, nutrition is one of the biggest things. And a healthy, nutritious meal for that child goes a long way in helping their brain to stay healthy and in helping their mental health to stay healthy, and they become healthier adults. So the message shouldn't be, look at me, I'm a strong macho man. It should be more like, hey, here's how we should be helping our children to make sure that they become healthy adults. This is going to end up, we're going to end up doing a couple different podcasts that are kind of linked to what we're talking about today. Because I mean, I know we definitely want to get into the abuse situation and talk about that a little bit. We want to talk about that. But also the underlying thing with all of this is the age-old ingrained belief that women need to do this and men need to do this. You know what I mean? So I have some great stuff to share when we do that podcast. And then we'll talk a little bit about Eve's Crossing at that point too. But yeah, I mean, this today was like comparing those two things. It's like there's such a disconnect with this administration in general, but with a lot of men who have that same personality type, that just women are just playthings. Children are there to, carry on their name or their business or the country, whatever, it's like their what do you call it? Their power and their prestige, my son is going to take over the company one day, that kind of thing. And we're just kind of the pawns or the machines in their plan. It's epigenetic, and it's a result of thousands of years of this conditioning process. And we're going to talk about that in depth in another podcast. But my thing was, you look at, every good thing that Michelle Obama tried to do was just knocked. It was made fun of. It was, they found everything they could to throw at it. And I don't know that they did that to Jill Biden. She wasn't as outspoken as Michelle about things that she was doing, but just the difference. And if people can't see the difference and understand what we're trying to talk about, then, I don't know what hope there is for us to ever get along. A side note on this too, a side note. How completely inappropriate is it for our government to put out a video like that of two men trying to look sexy, drinking milk in a hot tub, whatever, trying to look sexy, when we are in the midst of the sexualization of young girls, young women, in the midst of trying to put out that fire for good. And you're putting out something that is in their minds, it was meant to be like, yeah, look at me, look at my body, look, this is what you want, right? It's like, no. and so I feel like it's such a disconnect from what is really going on in the world. And they could have done such a much better job with our tax dollars in putting together something far more impactful and appropriate. But see, that's what we're always accused of. Oh, play by the rules. Oh, hoity-toity, let's do it this way, goody-goody. Yeah, because that's how you have a win-win. That's how how we make things work in everybody's favor. They're in this for themselves. They're all in this for themselves. It has nothing to do with our needs. And we pay them. People forget that. We pay them. But I think that we can both agree that if if they presented this in a similar way as Michelle Obama, there would have been no controversy. I would have been, oh, cool. Okay, yeah, that's good. Let's present this to the people about being fit and, longevity and healthy habits for children. But the message was not meant for the rest of us. It was meant give him a chance to show how, look at me, this old man, look what I can do. It was like a total self-serving, social media post. It's the days of integrity and ethics and that's why I'm not president. That's why I'm not a big executive, because I can't keep my mouth shut and I'm as crude as they come. We will I hope that you liked this, friends out there. If you did, give us a like, yeah, share, um, and let us know in comments if you liked this material or if you have any things that you want to say. It's nice to hear from the people who watch, to see, what do you think, and if you do comment, put in your comment that you watched this all the way through, and I'm going to give you a code word. And if you put in your comment, if you put in your, oh, well, I guess if they put it in the comment, then everybody else will see it. You can email us. um, but anyway, if you see it all the way through and you comment and you say, you know, I watched it all the way through and I'm following through with putting up a comment or something to tell me that you watched it to the end, um, then we'll get you on a subscription list, because we're going to start doing that pretty soon here. Um, and I'll send you something special. I'm an artist, so I'll send you something special, um, to say thank you for doing that. So yeah, and I'm just gonna say a code word, and if you just type that somewhere in the body of your description, don't say the code word is or anything like that. You don't want to give it away, but just say what it is. So the code word will be, let's see, code word will be Evelyn. Evelyn. Evelyn is our grandmother, and we miss her very much. So that's the code word. You do the code word in your comment, and then we'll put out a way for you to, or if you email us at grandmasnotright@gmail.com and let us know you're interested, and give us the code word that way, then I'll hook up with you to get information on your mailing address so that I can mail you your treat, your prize, your thank you gift. All right. All right. Okay, so we will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.